Hi guys, Dazzie here with another comic book haul. This time it's episode 139. I've amassed around about 40 books here that I picked up on a recent holiday to Blackpool. Yeah, I went down there on October the 26th, had a great week with the family. And you know me, whilst there, I managed to go hunting. I hit up 2 shops whilst there. Infinity Comics, which you can see in my last comic book hunting adventures video, and iCollectibles. And it was a shame I didn't have longer in iCollectibles because this place had around about 200,000 comics, but I'll get back there one day. Okay, I've got 2 piles of books here, guys. One, I'm going to show you ones that won't be staying in the PC. You know, several doubles. I've got a couple of multiples here. And then I'll show you the pile that I will be keeping in my PC. And I'm pretty happy with what I got. This is pretty much a modern day haul, but I've got some crackers that, and 1 or 2 that I'm absolutely delighted to have found. Let's get into the books, guys. Okay, starting with the pile that won't be making the cut, but I will be listing a lot of these, so if you're interested, check me up on eBay. My name is Darnar, line at the bottom, 68, line at the bottom. Oh well. Okay, here we go then, guys. These books worked out, because you know me, I'm cheap, at £3 and under. Bear that in mind. First up, we have Canto 2, and this is issue number 1. Basically the sequel to the first Canto series, and this is called The Hollow Men. The Hollow Men. We know Canto has been optioned, hot series. I think that was brought out by Will Smith's company, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get some notes here, because I've made loads. Okay, up next, from Boom Studios, I picked up Abbott 1973. Like I said, we're going to start with the smaller stuff and get to some good stuff. And trust me, I have got some good stuff here. Now, I picked this up. Again, this is a sequel series to a book that was optioned back in January of this year. Basically, it's about an investigator who is investigating the occult, and it's been picked up for the Paramount streaming service. So keep an eye out for Abbott from Boom Studios. Like I say, that is the sequel series. This issue is doing a little something on the aftermarket, and this comes from Image Comics, and this is Radiant Black, and this is the Marcelo Acosta variant. Basically, a loser's fortunes are about to change after he finds the cosmic radiant, and if he can fend off the rightful owners, he's going to be doing all right. Okay, keep an eye out for Radiant Black. You know, can be up to about a £10 book. This book has been hot just of late. Another book from Image Comics. This is the first printing to Geiger, issue number 1. I actually read this one on MVP Comics. I do like a good post-apocalyptic tale. Again, on a good day, this is around about a £10 to a £15 book. Got another copy of this one. This has been optioned. This is Prodigy, issue number 1 from Mark Millar. The first part in a 6-part series that is going to be coming to Netflix. And I have the Virgin variant of this one as well. Basically, it's about an uber genius who can't find contentment in all of his missions, despite being very successful. And in March of 2020, the Eternals writers were hired to write the movie. And in November of last year, there were rumours that a lot of casting has taken place. I just spoke about the Eternals. I've just come back from the cinema from watching that with the boys, and thoroughly enjoyed it. You know what an MCU movie delivers. Even the weaker ones are still solid 6, 7 out of 10s. What would I give this one? Well, Rotten Tomatoes give it about 49%. Don't listen to the critics, guys. Get out there. I give it around about 78%. Good to see new characters with new skill sets. And a lot of humour, and the final battle is fantastic. And 2 great post-credit scenes. Okay, moving on. This book can be quite hot, and we're talking around about a £30 book on a good day. This is Invincible, issue 113, and this is the first appearance of Terra, a baby who is the daughter of Invincible and Eve. I'm sure we will see Terra down the line in the Invincible animated show. There are just 13,642 copies of that, and now I own 2 of those copies. This book has been in and out of my top 20 recently, and that is, of course, Youngblood, issue number 2. Another copy of this one. First appearance, of course, of John Prophet and Shadowhawk, amongst many others. Jake Gyllenhaal has just been cast as John Prophet, with Sam Hargrave to direct the feature film. And there is also a Prophet series apparently in the works on the CW, if I'm not mistaken, from the Arrow team. Okay, that's the India's gone through. A couple of DC books now. I just picked this one up because this was thrown in for free. My Soul Bronze Age book, just a Karate Kid issue, and they can go for around about £5 and plus. So to pick that up for a couple of quid, yeah, money to be made. Another copy of this one, which is always a nice book to have. Justice League, issue 31. We know the book, the first full appearance of Jessica Cruz, who is of course confirmed for the HBO Max Green Lantern show. A very, very hot book. It was at number 1 actually in my top 20 recently. Is another copy of Brightest Day, issue number 4. And the first appearance of Jackson Hyde, the second Aqualad. Going to be coming the new Aquaman later in the year, I believe, in one of the comic series. And Jackson Hyde is rumoured for the Aquaman 2 movie. Keep an eye out for that one. I've had quite a few of those copies. I sold one recently. Delighted to pick these up for effectively £3, and that is Stars and Stripes, issue 0, a big book, can go for 50 to 60. This is the first full appearance of the second Star Spangled Kid, Courtney Whitmore. A lot of people say this is the first appearance of Stargirl. I don't think that is the case. First appearance of Pat Dugan, played by Owen Wilson's brother. Can't think of his first name now. Formerly Stripesy, who pilots the robot known as Stripe. Picked up 2 copies. Now, they did have stickers on the back side, unfortunately, and getting them off, I have left a bit of a tape pool, as you can see. But I listed it, $9.99. I've got bids on it already. It's a good book, and I love the Stargirl show, as you can tell in my latest hot comic book alert, which was about the Stargirl show. Okay, some Marvel books that won't be staying in my PC, but I know I can make money on them. A very hot series at the moment. Riri Williams has, of course, been greenlit to appear in the MCU. This is Ironheart issue 3. Pretty scarce print run on these books, I believe. In a very hot series. And I also picked up Ironheart issue 8. That was the only 2 copies they had. I'll flip them. I'll make money. Do More has been quite popular of late. Going up. You can get £10 plus on these books on a good day. This is Do More issue number 1. This is where Dr. Doom has a battle with the Wakandans. Rumoured to that to happen in possibly Black Panther 2. And then we have a book that is always good to make a few quid on. This is Marvel Comics Presents issue 73. And this is the first appearance of a character called Dr. Abrahams Cornelius, a senior scientist working for the Weapon X program. A character that appeared in the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie. And I did like that, I must admit. One of my favourite X-Men films. I'm in the minority, I know. It's also the origin of the Wolverine getting his adamantium putting into his skeleton. This one has a bit of a miswrap though, as you can see. The S is cut off. But there's no spine wrong, just a miswrap. This book, I have just sold a copy. Got another one now. This is Nomad, The Girl Without a World, issue number 1. Again, this is around about a £15 book on a good day. Premiere issue of a 4-issue miniseries. Ricky Barnes, formerly Bucky, discovers the Nomad costume in the last panel of this issue and wears it in issue 2. Nice low print run, 18,054 copies. Up next, another copy of this one. This is the recent Sentry series, and this is issue 5. And this is the first full appearance of the new Sentry, merged with the Void. And that character wields the living darkness, which is similar to, in appearance, to a symbiote. 16,185 copies of that one. This on a good day can go for 30 quid plus. Another copy of this one. This is a Disney Plus animated show. This is Brute Force issue number 1. And this is the first team appearance of the Brute Force, who is Surfstreak, Lionheart, Reckless, and Hip Hop. It's a crazy story. Basically, animals are engineered to go into battle. Brute Force were test subjects of the Weapon 2 program. Couple of copies of this one. You can never go wrong with this. This is Avengers Academy issue number 20, and the first cameo appearance of the White Tiger, Ava Ayala, or Aya Ayala. I made some coin off that book before now. Some multiples now of another White Tiger. This time it's the 4th White Tiger. And this, 2 more copies of this one. This is the first appearance of Angela Del Toro. Like I said, the 4th White Tiger. Not in costume in this issue though. It's also the first modern appearance of quite an important character from the Bronze Age. And that is Night Nurse, Linda Carter. Undervalued book. I've seen that go for 25 plus. It's around about a £10 book right now. Very happy to find another copy of this. We've just had some casting news on this. This is Werewolf by Night issue number 1. I was given an act of kindness recently, which was a fantastic one, because this is the first appearance of the Werewolf by Night, Jake Gomez, who is the Hispanic version of Werewolf by Night. August of this year, there was a Halloween special announced, and just last week, I believe, Gael Garcia Bernal was cast. Will it be Jake Gomez or will it be the Jack Russell version of Werewolf by Night? Either way, a £25 book at the moment. Okay, guys, halfway through the books. Now let's get into the keepers. Starting with a couple of minor ones, because you know me, I've got an encyclopedia of DC and Marvel, and I like to tick them off. A couple more ticked off here. And I've just picked up the 2021 edition of the DC Encyclopedia, which I'll show in my next haul video, which I've already started making. I've picked up a really nice Bronze Age book the other day. This is Primal Force issue 0, and the first team appearance of Primal Force. Paid £2.15 for that in Infinity Comics in Blackpool, like I said. Another DC one is Rebels 0, and the first team appearance of the Rebels. Numerous characters, including Lobo in this one. $3.35 for that one. Infinity Comics. This is a nice little book. Rumors are this character will be appearing in the Armory Wars MCU Disney Plus show. Don't know how many of you know about this one. This is The Order, issue number 8. Been looking for this one for ages. This is the first appearance of Ezekiel Zeke Stain, the son of Obadiah, who was the villain of Iron Man 1. Of course, he got topped. So I'm guessing we might see his son in a revenge mission against War Machine. £2.15 for that, Infinity Comics. Sold one of these recently, regretted it. Glad to find another copy, because this has been optioned for a live action show. My daughter used to play the game religiously. This is Life is Strange issue number 1 from Titan Comics. This is, of course, adapted from the video game of the same name, and this series picks up where the game ends. This is the regular Claudia Leonardi cover, a £30 plus book on a good day, $2.15 for that one. This next book, I made a hot comic book alert about, pretty low print run. Of course, William Shatner went into space recently at the age of 90. And this is his comic book. This is Tech World, issue number 1. An adaptation of the... Tech World. Tech World. This is an adaptation of Tech World novels created by William Shatner that later spawned a TV series and a film. There is a new show in the works. And £3.50 for that one. iCollectibles. Giving you a couple of teasers of this book in my top 20 videos. It's a hot book at the moment. This is Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue number 2. This is the Inhook League cardstock cover variant. Worked out at £3.38 for this one. And this is the first appearance of Jay Nakamura, aka The Truth, who was a journalist, and apparently the love interest now of Jonathan Kent's bisexuality. Let's get that right. I was in the Western Con recently and I was gutted because I saw this guy pick this book up and I actually passed on it, and that's not like me. I'm usually very thorough. Glad to find another copy. This is Shuri, issue number 6. And as well as being the first appearance of Collision, Augustine Torres, a young kid armed with high-tech gloves of unknown capabilities, a bit like Shuri from the MCU. This book is hot because this is the first meeting of Miles Morales and Shuri, and I've got a feeling we will see that down the line in the MCU. £2.15 for that one. Finally found an affordable copy of this one, been looking for a while. This is another Bronze Age book from 1984. Or is that where the Copper started? I think that's Copper Age starts then, doesn't it? This is Machine Man, issue number 2. First appearance of Arno Stark, the Iron Man of 2020. And it's also the first appearance of the Midnight Wreckers team and its members Brain, Hassel, Slick and Swift. $2.33 for that one. This book was pretty much made famous, I think, by Mercenaut Comics' channel, which is one of my favourites on YouTube. And delighted to finally find a copy of it. This is Avengers Arena, issue number 1. Whole lot going for this book at the moment. It is the first appearance of Deathlock. It was Rebecca Riker, a teenage version of Deathlock. We've got the first appearance of Kid Britain, Brian Braddock, an alternate reality version of Captain Britain. First appearance of Cullen Bloodstone, brother of Elsa. That character is going to be teaming up with Elsa Bloodstone very soon in a comic book series. This is the first appearance of the Anachronism, who is Aidan, a boy whose soul has been merged with the spirit of a Celtic warlord. Excuse the banging outside, the fireworks are going off crazy. We got the first appearance of Nara, an Atlantean, and the first appearance of Apex, a bioengineered superhuman. It's the Death of Metal. This is the regular Dave Johnson cover, around about a £20 book at the moment. Found a copy of this finally. I remember passing on an unbagged version a long time ago. Milestone Comics are hot at the moment. I managed to find a polybag version of Icon, issue number 1. Now this book had an £8 price tag on it, but by the time I paid for everything, it worked out at £2.33. So buy in bulk is how it works. Of course, this is the first appearance of Icon, who was Augustus Freeman, an alien who crash-landed on Earth and took the form of a black child. First appearance of Rocket, Raquel Irvin, the first teen mother depicted in the comics. Both those characters are rumoured to be getting some live action, either a show or a movie. We got the first appearance of Shred, the organisation. There's a first preview of Static in a 3-page sneak peek in this book. And like I say, there's a poster and trading card in the polybagged version. Delighted to find that. Been looking for ages. This is a book I wasn't really looking for, but when you find out how much it goes for, which is around about 25 to 30, it's a no-brainer. This is What If Magic, issue number 1. The first appearance of Magic, Elania Rasputin as the Sorcerer Supreme. I've got a feeling we're going to see Brother Voodoo as the next Sorcerer Supreme. When the mutants come into the MCU, this may well happen. Like I say, just a one-shot. And this is the Jeff Dackel cover. £3.35 for that one. Delighted. You know, the first day I was there, I didn't hunt. The next 3, I hunted. The wife let me jump out of it for an hour, and really appreciated that. The first day I went there, I noticed this book, and I came away thinking that might be worth something. When I got back and realised it can go for up to $50 or around about that. Anyway, I had to go back the next day, and thankfully it was still there where I hid it in amongst the books. That was War of the Realms, The New Agents of Atlas, issue number 2. And this is the first appearance of Swordmaster Lin Lee. Previously appeared on the cover only of issue 1. But what's nice about this is the scarce variant second printing cover art by Gang Hyuk Lim. And there are just 3,928 copies of that. Swordmaster will be appearing in an Iron Fist title, if I'm not mistaken, very soon. Great book to have. Like I say, some of these had stickers on, and some of them come off nice as pie. A couple left some marks, but nothing too drastic other than those Stars and Stripes books, which was unfortunate. Delighted to find this one. Been looking for this book for ages. And this is the final book of the haul, guys. Actually, I tell a lie, that is not the final book of the haul. I've got another one to show you in just a sec. First up, I'm going to show you Earth 2, number 25. And a great book, because this is the first cover appearance of Val Zod. Of course, we are getting a HBO Max Val Zod series, I believe, from Michael B. Jordan. And I did look if 19 was there, the first appearance. Sadly not. That goes for around about 80 right now. This one can go up around about 60 to 70 though. And just a great book. I think we're going to see quite a bit of Val Zod moving forwards. Now let's get the other book. In fact, there were 3 books. I remember I took some books with me to read yesterday in a box. And yeah, 3 more. And there's some crackers. Delighted to finally find a copy of this one. This is from Dark Horse Comics. This is Word, issue number 1. £2.15 for that. This is the 4-part limited series about a seemingly invincible, immortal detective who investigates supernatural cases. December 2020. FX is producing a word-based show of the comic book series with the American star Matthew Royce in the lead, and that comes from Deadline. This is the variant that goes for more than the regular cover, and that comes from Jeff Lemire. Been looking for this one for ages. I was amazed how much this one goes for, because it is essentially a reprint, but this comes from Marvel, and this is the director's cut to Next Wave, issue number 1. And a pretty scarce book here, guys. This basically is the first appearance of the Next Wave team, who was Monica Rambeau, the Captain, Elsa Bloodstone, Machine Man, and Boom Boom. It's the first appearance of Dirk Anger, director of the highest anti-terrorist effort, aka Hate. The first appearance of Beyond Corporation. Now this is where Elsa Bloodstone appears with red hair. And that is the Elsa Bloodstone we know now. Of course, she originally appeared with blonde hair. Now, what's good about this book is it includes Warren Ellis's story pitch, script, and sketches from Imminent. This is a £25 to £30 book. I've been looking for the regular cover, can't find it. But the director's cut, this one, is getting right up there in value alongside it. Elsa Bloodstone is very hot at the moment. Could not find that book. I was looking in Blackpool. But I was delighted to find this book, my final book that I can show you. First time I've ever seen it in the wild. Probably the first copy I've ever seen, actually. And this book is getting a little bit hot at the moment due to the possibilities of this character appearing in the Hawkeye TV show. The book, my final book, is The Hood, issue number 1. Yeah, the Max imprint from Marvel. The first appearance and origin of the Hood was Parker Robbins. And this includes a Call of Duty preview, but the character, the Hood, Parker Robbins, is rumoured for the Hawkeye TV show. This is the most I paid for a book whilst there, and that was £3.75. This can go for around about 35 to 40. It has been higher than 50, but a great book for me to find, and one of the most pleasing from that haul. That's it, guys. That's a wrap. Nearly forgot 3 of the better books there. But a lot of good, cheap, modern age keys, and great ones for the PC, and some great flips there for some coin. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Leave some comments. Bye.